A divine greetings to the 13 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the auxiliary name of Abba Yahuwah Elohim. This is the auxiliary name that is above all name, eternal. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend you formally, for you are the only reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yehovah said unto Yehukanai the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is simply near. Exactly what we are doing here formally, they call the end times, prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people like you, body like you, house like you, for the blessed returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally all worship, praise, honor, glory, riches, power, wealth, to the glory of his magnificent Abba Yahuwah, the Almighty, eternal, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, to the Ruach HaKodesh, yes, to the Ruach HaKodesh, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, eternally, all glory goes to the Ruach HaKodesh, forevermore. All worship goes to the Ruach HaKodesh, to the Ruach HaKodesh. All honor goes to the Ruach HaKodesh. I love him so much. He's the joy of my soul, my only prosperity, my only sources, the very wealth I have acquired and still longing for more is the Ruach HaKodesh. Eternally is the Ruach HaKodesh forevermore. I love him so much. The Ruach HaKodesh. Hallelujah. I just love the Ruach HaKodesh. I love the Ruach HaKodesh. Yes, I truly love the Ruach HaKodesh. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba Yahuwah, for giving me the most beautiful part of you. The most sweetest part of you. The most compassionate part of you. The Ruach HaKodesh. Hallelujah. I have the Ruach HaKodesh. Hallelujah. Lest I forget this. Is the very DNA, the very fire. I mean, the true access of Abba Yahuwah. When we speak or talks about Abba Yahuwah power, we just talk about the Ruach HaKodesh. We are speaking of the Ruach HaKodesh. Is the Ruach HaKodesh, okay? It's all inclusive. The power of heaven, power of the earth, and also the power of eternity that is going to torment the disobedient one is the fire, the true excess, fire. Is the Ruach HaKodesh, okay? Is the DNA, yes, the power of conception. And again, the power of rebirth, that is the glorified body. Is the cleanser, is the one to cleanse, remove all filthiness, to purge that death works inside of us. The Ruach HaKodesh is the one to flush all away. Is the flood to flush all away. Yes, to wipe all uncleanness of us. Is the Ruach HaKodesh. Yes, that is why we ought to be much careful. Okay, much careful in this area. The Ruach HaKodesh is the most beautiful part, lovely part in Abba Yahuwah, and is also the most dangerous part in him. How? That is the no-go area. He is the don't touch me there. He is the journey of no return. He is the unpardonable part of Abba Yahuwah. That is to say, don't allow him. Don't put a lie on him. Don't blaspheme. Abba Yahuwah said, in this area, I won't pardon no one, regardless who you are. So it's the most dangerous part, and it also is the most lovely part. So check and balance is your cleanser. Yes, our teacher. They want to reveal those wonderful things of Abba Yahuwah unto us. Is the Ruach HaKodesh, okay? He's the one to teach you all things to come. He is the very oxygen that The breath is the Ruach HaKodesh. The chemical melting that puts you on, that drove me on, is the Ruach HaKodesh. Ribababa sikayaba, be wonder. Rima hantalabo hantalabe, be wonder. And don't put a lie on him. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba Yahuwah, for giving me your Ruach HaKodesh. And also thank you so much, so much for giving me your word. Ki Yahushua HaMashiach. I love them so much. Yes, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped, praised, loved, honored, served, always, ever, eternal, right in the temple of your eternal handmaid, your very Isha. For you are my Abba, also my eternal husband. I just love my Abba. I just love my Abba. Oh, yes, I love my Abba. Oh, I love Yahuwah. I love him, yes, I do. I truly love him. I love Yahuwah. I love my bow. I love my bow. He first loved me unconditionally. I love you, Abba. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. With this being said, family, we want to do it again. We want to touch on this again. We are here for this reason. Man shall not live by bread only, but by every single word that proceeded out of the mouth of Abba Yahuwah. Let's get our soul filled again. Let's feed our spirit again in His presence. There we feed our soul. All right, now, family, with this being said, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message started for you and me. Eric, no. Gorilla. He is a gorilla. Your boyfriend is a gorilla. Gorilla Eric. Iyore, one of Barrenness' boyfriend, paid that woman to confess. Jennifer Collins, stay off Accursed. Iyore, should I rebroadcast? Gorilla Eric. Iyore, one of Barrenness' boyfriend, paid that woman to confess. Jennifer Collins, stay off Accursed. Iyore. So this Jennifer Collins will come late, or is going to be at the end. Okay, this one is also gonna be serving for other people that is supporting Iyore. There is a scripture, there is a payment, and there is a consequences for that when you support a cursed person. And you see, when they were placing a curse upon this Jezebel of our days called Iyore, how do they place that curse? You that support her, you that click like on a video, you that is sharing a video, that is liking a video, that is supporting her, you are all cursed. You see that authority when they releases that curses. Now we also have exactly in our book, when you support a cursed person, I think I'm going to be reading some area unto you, or should we do that first? Because I don't know, it's pumping up, it's coming up. There is a danger in it. That is what we are saying. Maybe we'll do that last. If not the first, it could be the last, okay? It could be the last. Let me give you some clarity, some picture, some background of people who supported, accursed the enemy of Yahuwah, how they got punished. Should we do that first? No, let's put this gorilla, how he walked his way out from the gullible followers of Iyore. They walked their way out already, but not before me and not before the world. We just stood far off and we are gazing. Not before us. You can't. You'll pay so dearly for this. You can't. You can't go away with this because it was so pure, so pronounced that this is total RG, and Iyore is a snake, a black snake, that just buried her head in the grave, and she now pushed Eric because she's gonna make you real. She's gonna be try to be real. Okay, she's gonna perfect it. She's gonna put it together to make it sound to make it so real, sound so real. If I've ever spoken with that woman, if I put this confession together, if it is unregistered, she now begin to swear. We know all this. But the one that did it is another green snake called gorilla. So ugly, say gorilla. That one did it. And that one is not a video or live presenter. He is not the one, pulling Iyore. Iyore rather is the one riding on him. And he allowed himself to be, to be sit upon or to be sat upon, whatever, how I speak it, just take it like that, okay? Okay, when it's tough, sometimes I put it anyhow I feel like, okay, to make it big. He allowed himself for a woman to ride on him. Why? All in the name of money, lovers of money. Eric knew what is good and what is bad. That is why Ogun will kill Eric. When we are swearing Ogun, don't tell me, hey, believer, I swear. If you said that, there you are, that cause also. Why? Because the royal law is full of blessing and cursing. Did you get that? He said if you obey the royal law, you are blessed. If you disobey, you are cursed. Go and read Deuteronomy 28 and tell me the curse is over there. Only from verses 1 through 15 is blessing. But from 15 to 68, go and see it's fully loaded with all kinds of curses. Don't tell me we'll curse. Will curse and will bless. Now, he allowed himself for a woman to sit upon his head because he is a lovers of money. He knew the right thing. So that is how they put it together. Eric was the one who put all these confessions together. And they just paid that woman futility change because suffering can bring about so many things, okay? People that lost this self-esteem, they can go for anything. So that one came and began to put heavy lies upon her head, okay? Eric put it together. After that, he now hide his head. The Iyore now begin to swear. If I'm the one, I know you before, I should never know me. I never put it together. It's not arranged. If I arrange it, she now begin to swear. But Ogun will kill you and kill Eric together. In fact, Eric Ogun will first of all kill. And you would know what it is, okay? Ogun will first of all kill Eric in YAHUAH'S mighty name. That is a sure word. So now, I think let's start with Gorilla Eric. That man is so ugly, so irritating. But some people, they are so ugly in the physical, but they carry beautiful soul. Their soul is so beautiful, it's so lovely. But Eric is ugly physically, he's also ugly spiritually. His heart, his fat is the most ugliest. So ugly. Physical and spiritual. Right now, let's feed it with the royal law. Jennifer Collins, if you don't stay off Iyore, you keep praising her, battle is knocking at your door. And that is how YAHUAH is doing it. You're supporting evil. Battle, serious one is knocking at your door. Except you stay off her. Run off her lane. She's dark. In order for she not to rob you with darkness. Alright now family, let's start working our way from here through other part of the Holy Scriptures. 1 Timothy chapter 4 verses 1 and 2. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from faith. These people that depart from faith, they knows the truth too well. Like Eric know too well that YAHUAH, the Bible that carries, hate boyfriend and girlfriend, hate adultery, while Iyore husband liveth. Eric was bambanging a married woman. Now. And now the husband died. Eric is still doing fornication. In either way, you are guilty at all can't. They knows the truth, but they don't feel like departing from the truth and giving heed now to seduce the spirit. Listen. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, which the faith is a phrase or something that is left within us. The faith, not faith, but the faith. That is the phrase. That is, you depart from the truth of the Bible. You now begin to teach contrary, giving heed to seduce the spirits. That is the spirit we want to look into now. And doctrines of devils, did you get that? So what Eric just did, Gorilla Eric did, in that confession they put together, that is called seduce spirit. That is called doctrines of devils. What is doctrines of devils? Simply lies, to put lies together. That is the doctrines of devil. Devil don't have no other doctrines but lies. And that lies flies so fast is the broad way. Lies is the broad way. While truth is the narrow way. Only few people found it. And only few people walked through that way. Narrow. But you see the broad way, is the ways of lies. And many, 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 many has already gone through it, says the biblical Messiah. Now verses 2, 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 2. Speaking what? Lies. So you see the doctrines of the devil. Is a seducing spirit. You see, as soon as they put that confession together, Eric did that, okay? Because that woman she's not an adult woman at all. Eric Eric brought that woman. Eric was the one who paid that woman in order for Iyore's hands to be clean before us, in order for Iyore to be innocent before us, in order for Iyore to do a normal, usual nonsense course. If I ever put it together, if I do a review, in order for Iyore to be able to lay that course, because she's going to be saying, she thinks she's wise. She's going to be saying, I'm not the one. Of course, Eric did it, you understand. But for her, it is legal for her to place a course. If I ever put this together, she'll not begin to swear. To her, that is her authority or legal right to swear. But the one actually who did it is Eric. But you were aware. You put it together. Which is always is the cause. They pregnant. I said, leave them alone. You people should stop putting lies on witches and wizard. This you caused it with your own hands. Listen to verses 2. Speaking lies in hypocrisy. So what is hypocrite? You know what you are doing is bad, but you just want to deceive. Eric, you deceive the people of the book. You deceive those people with the lies. You deceive our people. You putting lies together to mislead the people of Yahuwah. Mind you, the people of the book is among you. And that is why severe judgment must descend on you. Listen, I take it again, verses 2. Speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience sealed with a hot iron. Because you know the truth, but you allowed your conscience to be sealed with hot iron, which is the link of fire. And that is why you were lying in hypocrisy. You knew what you people put together, that confession wasn't real at all. You knew this is a lie. Afterwards, how do I know you knew? You now begin to follow comment, and you now see comment condemn you. You now see all the comment tags, the content that art is a common now. This one is a movie. We are not buying this nonsense. Everybody contends that prophecy, whatever confession. Fearful. After 2 days, Iyore came out afterwards and began to say that confession wasn't meant for me. She now began to lie upon the enemies, that the enemy, we are the one who put those things together in order for them to disgrace her. Again, she now said, okay, maybe they bribe you to come and confess in the church, because God or salt and penis, no, salt and toto, oh my father, toto and penis pastor, oh my father, what hard now? Okay, now, we said the God of toto and penis, okay, now got that person arrested to come and make that confession. Oh, now you are ashamed and disgrace. Let me tell you, this is their native language, okay? This is their native language. We also did that. The pastor that woman was talking about is Eric. The wife that woman was talking about is Iyore. The child they want to kill is their demonic wonder, that child, because Eric has already brought curses upon himself and also upon his generation. They condemned. In fact, that's what they inherit from Eric now, curse. So the child they wanted to kill is Eric, is the son of Eric. The church they are talking is salt and water. Though daughter of one of Paris trying to allude this nonsense or glory, because it is a shame and disgrace glory to himself. I said daughter one of Paris prayer, exposed that witch. You know that it was a lie. You lie in hypocrisy. You teaching lies, the daughters of devils, seduce the spirit to seduce our people to believe lie. Anyways, that is what I want to put. Let's still add some more. Let's go deeper. All right, now Revelation chapter 22, verses 15. Let's quickly also add this. Outside are the dogs. And Yahushua said in Matthew chapter 7, I think verses 6, it said, give not what is holy unto the dogs. Okay? Salvation is too holy. Don't give it to dogs. Say outside, that is outside the kingdom of Yahweh, outside heaven, outside the new Jerusalem. What is outside? It is the link of fire. Listener, outside are the dogs. Those who practice a magic art. Iyore is performing magic, okay? She's not doing no miracle, it's a magic. Sexual immoral. Sexual immoral. Eric is number one. Your pastor is a fornicator. He's a boyfriend, and he also have a lady friend. Sexual mate. They are bambangi without marriage. Useless people. Listen now. The idolaters, idol worship, that is Iyore. Idolaters, that is worshiping other gods, stone and wood, dead people, idiot. Listen now. Everyone who loves make lies. You say anyone who loves lies and who also make lies. Now you love lies and you also make lies. So now what is loving of lies? When they now release that lie that Iyore is pregnant, I think I'm not going to rule it out utterly. I think that was what I think, that somebody once helped Iyore to carry pregnancy. I think that was the person who miscarried. That's what I think. Okay? I don't think Iyore will just come out, him and the gorilla Eric will just put a thing like that. They even fix a day or dates, not yet a day, that they're going to be having their original demonic wedding. They now say that dedication, they will also do their marriage. So I think the person that helped them to carry the pregnancy, that is surrogacy, I think that is the one who got miscarried, not Iyore herself. That was why she was not hiding. She wanted to play that games, I think that was the one who got miscarried. That is what I think, is my own opinion. But for Iyore herself, no, forget that one. That one is absolute rule out. She was never, because there was no symptom at all, not even one. Now they love lies. So after that person miscarriage, then I say, whoa, shame and disgrace has come. How are we going to fix this? Because they love falsehood. You hold nobody explanation. You see the way you just came out to congratulate yourself. Almost 2 weeks people were congratulating you. In like manner, you should have also come out and said something happened to your surrogacy. Okay, not you. Because you make it our business. You make it a public show. Because devil always love to make show. Revelation 13 said the devil caught fire from heaven in the presence of all. He said with this miracle that this devil did, he deceived the whole world. So devil always love to make show. You make sure of that surrogacy or surrogate pregnancy for you. So that when the thing melt away, like I said, all hope is gone. Melt away. Therefore, you not came out and say you were the one. No, you wasn't the one. And you people don't know how to face the shame and disgrace. Therefore, you not first of all lie on the witch. And I said, okay, no, you not put this together. Yes, you not came out with this satanic wisdom. I said, this how you gonna do it? You're gonna just forge frame it, let me pay somebody 100,000 or 1 million because you are 100 or 1 million, one people. Now, to come and put that heavy lie upon her head, and she did because of the situation of the country, because of the famine in the state, and she did. Okay, you're gonna. You will be punished severe for that, for seducing them. You see how they seduce people, daughters of devils, seduce it, daughters. You see how they seduce her. They use money to seduce her, and that one came publicly, wide world, to put a lie upon her head. That is how they love lies. Instead of them to just come out the way they came out to announce that nonsense pregnancy, you should have also come out in like manner and announce the miscarriage, okay? But rather you now frame up a lie because you love a lie, and you now make a lie. You now put it together. You see, they paid money. That's how they make lie. They paid money. They put things together. They tell somebody, come and put this lie upon your own head. Come and be the scapegoat. Come and be the assassin goat. Come and carry these lies upon your head. That is how they make lie. And he said, these people, what is their end? The link of fire. Exodus chapter 20, verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Right now, Iyore, the royal law said, we shouldn't be bearing false testimony against our neighbor. You bear false testimony. We all are your neighbor. I listen to your stupidity, but I hate you. I'm a kind of a person. If I want to rebuke you, I will go into you. That is monetary camera. That is who I am for you. Okay? To take your words and to use your words against you by you. I'm not going to be using they say. I don't like your YouTube. I don't follow any of your nonsense, but there is a page that I followed. The person even sent me a request. Normally I follow Aproko and Gossip Wahala. But this person, two of them, they sent me a request to follow them. I said, okay, they are into Iyore madness. I follow them. I follow one. And no, two of them. One of Paris sent me invitation to follow him. I did. And what did they call Dr. Kelly or so? I did two of them. I did. To know your inner out. To really gather you in my hands. You don't know what is following you. The enemy that you know is not your enemy. But the enemy that stay far off you, gazing at you from far off land, is the worst enemy. Put it together and make it a sentence. So let's see why the royal law said we shouldn't bear false testimony before our neighbor or against our neighbor. Let's see why. John chapter 8, verses 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Okay. Listen, 33. And they answered him, we are Abraham, or rather Abraham's seed, and we are never back here, and we are never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall know ye shall be made free? Listen. So, what is the opposite of truth? Lies, okay? Now, Yahushua said, in order for you to be free, utterly delivered, you must know the truth. So, what put you in bondage? Because those people say, what are you saying? We are the seed of Abraham. Why are you saying we are in bondage? What makes you to think so? We are in bondage. So, what put them in bondage? Lies put them in bondage. That is the seducing spirit. That is the doctrines of devils. Lie in hypocrisy. Mislead the people. That was what you want and guess. Don't ever do that. Lie is going to put you in bondage. You came on social media and to propagate these lies, heavy one. You want to enslave people. You want to put people in bondage. You want to bind people in the coven of the lies. Is a throne and is a deity. Let's quickly rush over there. 44, now that same passage. John chapter 8, verses 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was what? A murderer. From where? From the beginning. What did he use to kill the first man and the first woman? Lies. He slew them by lying unto them, by deceiving them, by misleading them. He killed them right away. He put them in a bond. He bound them in the land of destruction right away as those people take that junk into their spirit. That was what Abiyahuah said. You shouldn't do it. Don't bear false testimony. Don't bear false testimony. Don't do it. Because you're going to be enslaving people. You're going to be binding people with a very wicked spirit. The seducing spirit. The doctrines of devils is lies. It said they love lies and they make it lies. Because you love falsehood. If you were a simple person, you see, as you came out to celebrate your surrogacy or surrogate pregnant, a pregnancy, you should have also come out in like manner and said, you lost it. I saw it everywhere on YouTube. Some even had 11 miscarriages. She never faked it. She never changed the narrative. Because you love lies, that is why you make it a lie. From the beginning. And abode not in the truth. Did you see that? Because there is no truth in him. Did you get that? When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, because lies came from him. That is his own language. That is his own doctrine. That is his own teachings. He has nothing but lies to embark you. And the father of all liars. Come on now. A lie is a deity and is a father. And he has children. Iyore is the very first daughter of this demon called lies. So do you see what lies does? It's going to enslave people. That is why it's bad to lie. In fact, there was one comment that I read. When I read that comment, everybody was just castigating. Oh, I love that comment, Everybody destroys Iyore. Everybody contempt her. A lady now came. She's a member of a sort of Red Sea mortuary, Peninsula Total Ministry. She now said, you are not our God. All of you are just destroying. All of you are just condemning. You people are not our God. She will have the baby of her own. The one I rebuked her and said, you see how foolish you are while defending nonsense. The girl now replies, he said, I'm not happy that she lies. I'm not happy that she told a lie. But I'm much concerned on the destruction causes they are laying on her. That one I said, what brought about the causes? Is it good to deceive people? So, even your member know you lied. So you're for lying. I want to place a curse for you in YAHUAH'S mighty name because you trouble us. YAHUAH will trouble you these days in his mighty name. Now, Galatians chapter 1, verses 6 through 9. Go and read it. Verses 6 said, or rather verses 7 said, you send all this wicked spirit to trouble us. So I want to comment on that. Let's put a commentary on that. Iyore, pastor of Toto and Penis. She's already on her throne, judging big penis and a white vagina. Joshua, whom you call Joshua chapter 7, verses 25. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? YAHUAH shall trouble thee these day. And all YAHUAH'S stoned him with stones and burned them with fire after they had stoned them with stones. This is your judgment. He said, why did you trouble us? YAHUAH is going to trouble you this day. Because you lie, you cause confusion everywhere. YAHUAH is going to trouble you these days. You're going to be stoned by the stone of judgment. And you will be set ablaze by the fire of Sodom and Gomorrah. The very ministry you brought into Edo's land. You will be judged in like manner. In YAHUAH'S mighty name. Masekeibo, hey, karakabose. Masekeibo YAHUAH, karakabose kebo. Busendere aba, karakabose. Karakabo, yes. Karakabo YAHUAH. Karakabo sekebo. Karakabo, yeah. Masekebo, hey, karakabo se. Busekere YAHUAH. Karakabo se. Karakabo, yes. Karakebo YAHUAH. Karakabo sekebo. Ibolabo say Abba. Karakabo, hey. Karakabo sekebo. You are cursed eternal in YAHUAH'S mighty name. So let's go into the second part. I think I'm going to be talking. Now, enemies of a man begins his household, says the royal law. So a woman that doesn't know you, that has no blood lineage with you, can't trouble you, can't tide your womb. can't never be the cause of any problem. Enemies of a man is inside the house, says the royal law. That woman is not an adult woman. She never relates to you in any form, in any shape at all. You have no bloodline at all. How come? Her spell work on you? How come? Her enchantment work on you? How come? She were able to be with you? How come? First, you said it was witches and wizards. Later on, when you now see we are being exposed and being disgraced widely, therefore, you now change the narrative and said, Naja was caused it. Osa, when the guys she's the one that caused it. Your members that rejected you, when they not find out that you are be sent by devil, when they not see the devil's signature and writing in you, they not say, come on now, we need to cut her off. They not run away from you. Hey, you're not beginning to say, they were the one who troubled you. And that was why pregnancy lost quickly. Let me add this. I think I'm 100%, I'm going to be talking. Let me tell you the case of Prophet Muhammad. What happened? Now, Muhammad came with a religion, a doctrine, a book that says deny utterly relationship of father and son, father and daughter. It said nothing like that, that Allah has no son. Allah never father nobody. He's not a father to nobody. I bet you what I will say. Thank you. You see what I heard from you? I'm going to use it to judge you. Now, Muhammad, at the age 6, he became orphan. I bet you what denied him parental cover. He denied him fatherly loved and motherly loved parental covering. He denied him at the age 6. Now, Muhammad also married, got 7 children. What happened? He began to use his own hand to bury one after the other. He buried 6 of his own children. Why? Because you said there is no relationship of a father and son, of a father and daughter. Therefore, you can't father nobody. You cannot also be a father or yes to no son or to no daughter. He used his own hand to bury 6 children. Do you know what that is? Immediately he died. 6 months, the leftover one, the only surviving child of the Prophet Muhammad of Islam also died. Fatima. In like manner, that is what judgment I bet you was going to unleash upon Eric in YAHUAH'S mighty name and Iyore. Eric can't bury his children with his own hand. Eric is the one to die first. Afterwards, his curses will not begin to be, spread over to his children. Iyore Oriok Beleze, complete Sodom and Gomorrah, wiped out, deleted from the surface of the earth in YAHUAH'S mighty name. And the thing that is still left over in you that speaks of child, chances, or protect the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah on you, womb. The judgment of Prophet Muhammad on you in YAHUAH'S mighty name, because you lied. You deceived children before their father. You stand in the way of the father and son and daughter relationship. You now begin to lead them to our enemy. Matthew chapter 10 verses 36. And a man's enemy shall be they of his own household. He said your own enemy, the people that will be able to tie your womb, is in your house, not outside. Now, not Asian person, not Igbo person. But Iyore is trying to change this narrative and says your enemy can also come from another tribe. Now, it is your own tribe. Ephesians chapter 6 verses 10 through 14. I think I'm going to be reading from 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahuwah that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Listen up. Against flesh and blood. Who is the enemy? Who are they? That these principalities, these powers, this spiritual wickedness in high places, who are they going to be using against you, say your own flesh and your own blood. That is why you need not to fight your flesh, you need not to fight your blood. Why? Because they are not the one, but the principalities, the powers, wicked spirit that resident in them. Let's take that picture from Joseph. I'm going to be talking now. Genesis chapter 37. Go and read it. That is how your own enemy begins in your household. 37. The brother destroyed the coat of many colors. Now they sold him into slavery. Enemy of a man begins in his house because they know what you're going to become. No outsiders. Now, Genesis 39. They sold him into slavery. Somehow, that garment came back through Potiphar. Potiphar gave him another garment. Now, the enemy in the house now handled Joseph to the enemy on the street. Again, Potiphar's wife also took that garment and left him naked again, back to the street, naked. But, I bet you want to restore him back in Genesis 41. That garment now came by fire. So that is how enemy begins in the house. You will still get there. Okay. But what are we saying? Your enemy begins inside your own house. They are not outside. Iyore, that woman is not an adult woman. How come? How come? Now, Matthew chapter 7, verses 12. The royal law says, do unto others what you would like them to do unto you. Iyore mocked Osaweniga Zowege with barrenness. Iyore, I heard from Iyore's mouth that that lady is 46 or 47 and had no child of her own. Now, Iyore did a video, I think, a month ago or two, that anybody that will still mock her, call her barren, she now places causes of all kinds. Now, question. How dare you say nobody should mock you with barrenness, and yet you, last month or a few weeks ago, mocked somebody with same barrenness? This is how you eat your curse. This is how you eat your curse. This is how all the curses you led on that video return back to your womb in 7 ways in YAHUAH'S mighty name. Because you said, don't mock me with barrenness. Fearful, you should have also stayed off that judgment. Don't mock somebody. You mocked Osaweniga Zowege, calling her 47 years old woman, barren that has no child. Meanwhile, you are barren and you mocking somebody. That is how all your curses stays in your womb, in YAHUAH'S mighty name. That is how you chop your curses. As a sweet wine. That is how you chop your curses. As a sweet food, and you drink your curses as a sweet wine in YAHUAH'S mighty name. To Jennifer, Collis, and Co. And people like you, Jennifer, that is supporting Iyore. Here is your judgment also. Isaiah 5:20 said, woe unto you when you call darkness light. Iyore is darkness, and you call her light. Iyore is bitter. He said, woe unto you when you call darkness light, and bitterness you call it sweet. Iyore is bitterness. She is a bitterness to Edo's land. That is a curse if you don't stay off her. Revelation 18 verses 40 says, come out of her, my people, so that you will not be a partaker of her plagues. Plagues is coming. If you don't stay off Iyore, you will be a partaker of Iyore plagues in YAHUAH'S mighty name. Jonah chapter 2, go and read it. I learned in not day you boss your. Jonah chapter 2, what happened? Jonah were a disobedient one. He wanted not to go to Nineveh. Okay, running away from YAHUAH. And in that cost, everyone in that ship, everyone that boarded that ship, it cost them a great loss. Why? Because someone that YAHUAH set his eyes of judgment on is among them. Okay. Jonah, however, repented, okay, but Iyore can never, because she blasphemed, because Jonah never blasphemed. He was trying to run away and say, I'm not going to go on this mission. No, because I know you are merciful, YAHUAH. Before you know that you will forgive the air, you will not tell me to a false prophet that I prophesied. Did it come to pass? Actually, his prophecy come to pass, okay, But that was what it was. You will find that in chapter 4 and say, is it not why I wanted not to go in the early, at the first place? And say, I'm not going. Now, what are we saying? While he was trying to run away from YAHUAH'S mission and assignment, he boarded the ship. Everything, every market, every business, property in that ship were being cast into the river. They lost greatly. They lose their money. In fact, their life was about to go down before they now face Jonah out, the troublemaker. Come on now. What did he do to your Elohim? What happened? And Jonah now began to confess. Okay, what are we going to do to you now? Because I cannot lay down my life for you. What are we going to do to you? He said, oh, you people should just cast me into the mighty sea. And then I said, you are well spoken. And they're not throwing me into the sea. And as soon as they throw him out of the boat, that ship now subsided. Everybody was now at peace, but yet they lost great money. So if you don't want to lose your effortry, you better stay away from Iyore. I don't want to go details. Joshua chapter 7, go and read it. A man, a cursed man, took Jericho's property. There was a curse in chapter 6. If you touch, if you touch Jericho's property, you say you will build your house, you will lay the foundation of your house with your first child, and you will put the gates of your house with your last child. That is Iyore Belezebari. Okay? And somehow, a man go and steal. He touched the property of Jericho, the garment of Babylon. So what happened? What is Jericho? Jericho is a blockage to glory. Jennifer, stay off Iyore because Jericho is a blockage. Iyore touched and carries Jericho's property. Read where I just quoted. Everything about that man that took Jericho's property, his children, wife, property, money, everything was set ablaze. Fire after they have stoned them. Go and read it. Exodus chapter 2, verses 12. Abiyahu said, I'm going to bring judgment against Pharaoh and everything, against their firstborn and against their animal. Iyore, everything about her is gone. And then 1 Samuel chapter 15, verses 1 through 13, read it. It said, destroy Amalekite, their children, infant, pregnant woman, everything. Destroy them. Why? Because it don't want them to spread that virus. That is why everything about Iyore is gone, destroyed. Because it don't want Iyore to spread these curses from generation to generation through her seed. No, that is why everything is gone. So Jennifer, stay off Iyore so that you don't be a partaker of her punishment. I think when Ahab was so stubborn, King Jehoshaphat wanted to help. Battle came for that reason. Stay off Iyore. She is a cursed woman, so that she don't use a curse to rob you. Enough, a word is enough for the wise. I